What's going on, everybody? I am AV Obsessed, and if you're watching this video on my channel, that means that you probably are too. And today I am doing the biggest unboxing that I have done yet on this channel, which is funny because I just said that a little while ago when I unboxed the Rotel amp that's in here. But if you guys saw my video about Best Buy not selling McIntosh stuff anymore, I decided while I still can, because I have a connection and can get the discount there, I decided to go ahead and order the McIntosh MC462. Totally brand new in the box. It came with these metal straps on it, which I just slid off the side. That way I can slide them back on whenever I move or anything like that. Or eventually if I decide to sell this thing, I could slide those straps back on. It'll be like new. And then also I'm pretty sure I shouldn't need a knife for cutting any tape on this box, but it is a gigantic heavy box, so pretty sure I just have to lift this huge thing up off of here. It's taking a little bit longer than I expected, but let's just go around. It's coming now. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is a ridiculous amplifier, 115 pounds out of the box. So I don't even know what it is when you count the boxed weight. But fortunately, the whole box just completely folds down once you pull the top off. You've got the really nice, firm, closed cell foam right there. And then this, God, it feels like they're giving you a free acoustic panel with this amplifier. This is like the soft, squishy type of foam. Hang this on the wall and make it into an acoustic panel. One of those on each side as well. So I have 3 of them. That's cool. And then another box. This one's not as hard to slide off, at least. Okay, and so we get a look at the manual first. We'll set that over here. Another soft piece of closed cell foam. This box also collapses over, which is nice. Oh, there's some of that soft foam underneath the secondary box too. So this thing is double boxed with a whole bunch of nice soft foam packaging. Let's see here. What the heck? It looks like some kind of a clear, like acrylic holder for something, and it looks like the 12-volt trigger cable is inside of it. I actually have no idea what this piece is. I really don't know what this is for, if this is just packaging, or if this is supposed to be something that you use when you set up the amp. I didn't see that before. Oh, this is not the 12-volt trigger cable. Not 100% sure what this is either. I guess you guys could leave it in the comments if you know. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be finding out as I go to set this thing up. Here's another one of those acrylic things. I think these are just packaging. I think it's, oh my gosh, yeah. All this is, you should bring the camera around the back side here. I'm pretty sure all these are, they were sitting like that, so they protect all your binding posts on the back of this amplifier. Because I don't know if you guys have ever seen a McIntosh amp before. I mean, I'm sure some of you have, but they give you multiple binding post outputs for your speakers because there are sets for 4 ohm, 8 ohm, and 2 ohm speakers. Okay, here's the power cord. Just your standard 3-prong, like fairly heavy duty, probably a 12 or a 14 gauge, but I have my own that I'm gonna be using. Any other accessories to go through before I try to get this thing off of here? Does not seem like it. Oh my God. This is gonna be fun to try to get into that entertainment stand. Let's see. Oh my God, it doesn't even move. It feels like it's somehow heavier now that it's just the amp. Oh, it's bolted to a piece of plywood. That's crazy. So I guess I will have to get some tools out to unbolt it from the piece of plywood.
Action.
Well, I figured out what this is for, so I guess you guys don't need to leave it in the comments. It's literally just a wrench for taking the bolts out of the bottom of the amplifier so that it's not attached to the piece of plywood anymore. So the unboxing continues. Yeah, I did not realize that this was going to be bolted to a big piece of particle board or chipboard. But I guess they don't want they really want this thing to show up in flawless condition. And I mean, obviously I want it to show up in flawless condition too. So, 2 to go. I may end up speeding up some of this, so I'm gonna not talk for these last 2 bolts so I don't, you know, I don't have to edit my voice. Uno más. I'm gonna be the one putting the most annoying, I think. Oh, come on. Okay. How she blows. They even put like some heavy duty framing around that so that that board isn't the only thing holding it up. Okay. We're finally getting into the amplifier. That's unreal. This is gonna be the longest unboxing video ever. Oh my God. Okay. Ta-da! It's finally unboxed. Yeah. Oh, they put a little silica gel packet tied to one of the handles on the front. That's kind of neat. Kind of unnecessary, but to tie it on there, I think. Okay, that's staying on there for now. I probably have to cut it off. But you can see the nice big blue VU meters. Big switches and knobs and stuff. The heat sinks. I love exposed heat sinks. Yeah, it is a badass, big ass, heavy ass amplifier. I guess I don't really have much more to say right now. Yeah. I may come back and do a first thoughts segment to the video, so stay tuned for that.
Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
All right, everybody, just my first initial thoughts on the McIntosh MC462. I've had it in my salamander stand here for, let's see, it is now Wednesday. I put it in on Friday, so I've had it in there for a few days. Probably running it, you know, 8 hours a day minimum so far, so it's probably getting close to being broken in at this point. And it's obviously fantastic. I mean, of course it is. It's a McIntosh. I mean, there's a reason you don't see a lot of discussion about this brand online because of the fact that everyone knows it's a really, really good amplifier. The one thing, it's kind of funny, when I first hooked it up, I was a little bit worried because the VU meters, the backlight wouldn't turn on no matter what I did. A little quirk that I discovered about McIntosh is they use a stereo 3.5 millimeter cable for their 12 volt trigger, not a mono one. So if you plug a mono 3.5 millimeter cable into it for a trigger, the VU meters will not light up. Fortunately, I just, had a stereo 3.5 millimeter cable lying around, so it wasn't a huge issue for me. But I was very concerned at first. I thought I was going to have to send it back for service until I discovered online that you have to have the stereo 3.5 mil cable. Another thing that I discovered and essentially confirmed now, the noise floor issue that I was talking about with the, when I was reviewing the Rotel, isn't a problem with the Rotel at all. It's the Marantz. The pre-outs on the Marantz apparently just aren't that clean sounding, so I am getting a little bit of a stereo buzz or an amplifier buzz coming from the Marantz going into the McIntosh, and apparently there's just nothing I can do about that except for eventually hopefully just get full-on separates with XLR outs from a pre-pro versus using an AV receiver, and that'll fix that issue. But when I have the actually, let me change the view here really quick. All right, you guys get to see it boot up here. So the TV is going to turn on, and then HDMI CEC is going to tell the Marantz to turn on, and then the 12-volt trigger is going to tell the McIntosh to turn on. It's actually a pretty satisfying boot up sequence here. So TV boots up, and then it turns on. It actually turns on my SB4000 subwoofer as well. But yeah, when I have the node icon connected so that it is connected directly with XLR, there is no noise whatsoever. The noise floor is literally 0 dB. You could push your ear right up against the tweeter of my Canton towers here and you hear nothing. It is just dead silent, which is amazing. So it's the most clean sounding setup that I have run so far, and it basically gets every little bit out of the Canton towers here that I think that they are capable of. So now I am definitely at the point where even though these Canton towers are great speakers, they are probably the weakest link in my system. So next upgrade, I guess, is going to have to be some better towers. So if you guys want to continue following me on the audiophile journey, then make sure that you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and also, it almost doesn't really need it, but I'm going to do a review of the McIntosh amp here because why not? See you guys in the next one.